Hi, I'm Jules, and this week on Stone Soup we're talking nutrition and health. So quite excited to have interviewed Catherine Elliott. She's a fellow blogger but also practicing nutritionist who blogs over at Lines and Lycopene. And when I was doing the research for the interview, I kind of had a bit of a revelation. So I think most people think that they've got a pretty good diet, right? I think I eat quite a variety of food and I eat quite healthily. Of course, there's always my sweet tooth, but it's not, I think overall. But I think after reading Catherine's blog for a while and kind of, thinking about my interview questions, I've kind of realised that, I don't eat as many veggies as I actually thought I did. So kind of been thinking a lot about that, how to get more vegetables into my diet these days. And, when you think about it, everyone, regardless of, whether they want to be vegan or, pescatarian or, they're, anti-dairy or whatever, or they're gluten intolerant, everyone eats veggies, and everyone, pretty much everyone except for Mr. Atkins says that we should eat more veggies. So one of the ways I'm trying to get more veggies into my diet is to look at traditional pasta recipes, and rather than serving the sauce, which are always delicious with pasta, looking at serving it with a vegetable instead. So today I've got a wonderful little recipe for you. It's using cauliflower, so kind of instead of pasta, and it's just a really simple sauce of frozen peas that have been, you just cook them in the pan and crush them down, and wilt some mint through that, and then stir ricotta through the whole thing, and so you get a little bit of creaminess, but it's not too much, and it's amazing. The cauliflower tastes really lovely with this, so I hope you'll enjoy. Right, first thing we're going to do, I've got a pot of water, salted water on to boil for the cauliflower. It's going to be our veggie pasta tonight. So this is just half a big cauliflower. I'm just going to chop it up into kind of bite-sized pieces. So first of all, we'll get rid of the base and all the extra leaves. Great for the compost. And then we're just going to kind of cut around so that we cut off bits. About the size of arachetti or noodles, something like that would be great. So this one we'll just break it down. So I guess size of a cherry tomato might be the best way to describe it, but it's up to you. Just bigger pieces in take longer to cook, but and it'll be more difficult to coat in the sauce. So kind of smaller is probably a bit better for full size. So just keep going round. And you can actually eat the stems, but for this recipe I won't bother slicing them up, but sometimes if I'm in the mood for being a bit more frugal, I'll slice the stems and use them as well. So chopping into tiny trees. And just thinking about, cauliflower's not the only veggie you can do with this. I've been experimenting with serving steamed potatoes tossed in sauces that I'd normally cook with pasta, and I've had some great results. In the pan, I just want a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. Get that heating up, and frozen peas straight in. Stir those around a bit and just let them cook down, and then we're going to crush them up a bit, but we're not going to be too anal about it. So in the meantime, we've got a lovely bunch of mint here, so probably only need about half. And we're going to cook the peas down a bit and then stir the mint and ricotta in to make our wonderful sauce. So that's been about 8 minutes. Peas are done actually, so I've turned them off the heat. I'm just going to pop the mint in so it can wilt down. And we'll try the cauliflower. It's taking a bit longer than I thought it would. So we just want it to be tender, not crunchy anymore. I'm going to give that another few minutes. That's been cooking for about 12 minutes now, and the cauliflower is nice and tender. It's a lot longer than I originally thought it would take. So what we're going to do is drain that, we'll get the peas back on the heat, we'll drain the cauliflower. Stir this in so the milk cooks down. Drain cauliflower in. Great. Have a good stir. And you have to use your imagination to think that it's pasta. It actually looks quite pretty. And then we're going to add some ricotta. So this is normally I buy ricotta from the deli, but I had to get supermarket ricotta today. So that's about 250 grams, so about half a pound. So that's just going to cook down to make a really lovely sauce. Turn that heat down a bit. Just stir it, give it a good stir through, so everything gets coated in the ricotta. I love this. And then just going to finish it off with some pepper. And you can come off the heat now, it's all warmed through. So pepper and some parmesan. So I want a couple of handfuls. I'm kind of running out of parmesan, so I probably normally use more than this, but that will do for today. And that's it. I'll have a taste and season it as well.